Hey guys, Marsingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so obviously I have to cover this because it's what everybody is talking about at the moment. A lot of people are complaining. I say a lot of people, but yeah, people are complaining, as people will do about anything that any of these games do. So Dokkan has released a new stage that when you run it, you get every single unit on your team. All of their links will automatically go up by 1. So it's a guaranteed link level stage for every single link. So if you have a unit that all 7 links are at level 9 and you take them into this stage, all 7 links will go up to level 10. Now, the thing is, you can only access the stage by using these purple keys, and you can only get these purple keys by buying them from the shop. Now, they do come with stone packs. So they are essentially like the equivalent to when you buy like a stone pack and it comes with a purple dragon stone, right? So you can get a free 120 leader, or they've done the green ones where you can, I say free because you have to buy them, but you trade it in because you get the stones as well. And then you get the gem on top. You trade it in for like a 120 lead. There was the green one where you could get an LR. This is basically like that, right? It comes with some of these keys. Now, obviously the keys are the main selling point of the pack, but you are also getting stones on top. So the packs can be purchased once per month, and they basically work like a step up. So you buy the first pack, it gives you 5 stones and 5 keys. The second pack is 10 stones and 7 keys, and the third pack is 15 stones and 8 keys. Now it costs 5 keys to do the stage. So if you just buy the first pack, you get 5 stones, you can do the stage 1 time. If you buy the second pack, you get 10 stones, you can do the stage a second time, and then you'll have 2 keys left over. So then if you buy the third pack, you get 15 stones, and then you can do the stage 2 more times. So you can do the stage 4 times per month, basically. And then obviously you can't get the packs anymore. So these have been added into the shop. Shout out to my boy Minato. He posted this earlier with the actual like link here, showing it in game. So for him it's $1.83. So I assume when this comes to global, it's going to be like $1.99 or like $1.50 or whatever it's going to be. For me, it'll probably be like £1.50 or something like that. I'm not too sure. That's for the first pack, and then it's what, $3.55 is that, and then $5.30 something. So basically, it adds up to about $10. Now, if you go ahead and look in the shop right now, if you wanted to buy a pack of 30 stones while there are no sales on, it will cost you more than that anyway. So if you're a paying player, this is about the price that you would pay, if not slightly less, for 30 stones, but you are also getting 4 of these keys. So Minato did do a video about it. Check it out if you haven't seen it. This guy was saying here, this is where the information came from about keys per run, and Gale said it was 5. So this is the thing that's got everybody all in a bit of a tizzy. I say everybody, but again, some people, the very vocal minority that like to complain. A lot of the time, this isn't meant to be like a diss, but it is often true. A lot of the people that complain about stuff like this in the game are free-to-play players who obviously were never going to buy any of these things anyway. So they're obviously just complaining because they don't get they don't get a way to get their link levels up faster. But there is a couple of reasons why I don't think this is a huge issue. And I mean, I posted it myself. Let me go to my profile quickly and just bring up my tweet, because it does pretty much sum up exactly what I'm saying. So the key thing, as far as I'm concerned, is whatever. Link levels are not needed in the game. This is something that people need to try and understand when it comes to this discussion, because I've seen people comparing this to like the big discussion I was having. I don't want to say the person's name because I'm not trying to like throw any hate towards them or anything like that. I just disagree with their opinion. But someone was trying to compare this to like if you had a maximum upgraded plus 15 weapon right at the beginning of Elden Ring by just buying it. But the difference is that would make the game way easier. You know, once you start upgrading your weapons, you can really notice, especially if you don't upgrade your weapons as you get further into the game, you're just not really doing enough damage to compete with like the harder enemies. But this is different because link levels, like say the Ginyu Force team, for example. If you have the Rainbow Ginyu Force team, Captain Ginyu, Rakuman Guldo, Jason Berta, the 2 LRs, which both have their Easy A's on JP, all of those units could be full link level 1, and you can still beat every single event in the game. So link leveling is not something you have to do. And this is something that, like Goresh said, and we used to say this on the podcast, we used to get people ask questions for the weekly questions on the Dokkan podcast every single week of, do you think they're ever going to add a way to make link leveling faster or easier? And the thing that Goresh always used to say is that the link level update system, when it was put into the game, it wasn't necessarily designed to be this thing that you sit and grind non-stop to try and get your units to full level 10 links as quickly as possible. That is a thing that we as a community decided, like, oh, we're going to get these units to full level 10 as quickly as possible. I want to have more level 10 links than like somebody else and all this kind of stuff, right? Whereas realistically, it really doesn't matter. Again, outside of links, like I say, like Big Bad Bosses, which obviously gets a huge benefit at level 10. But even at like level 7 or level 8, Big Bad Bosses, it still activates at a lower HP threshold. And I think the one for like level 9, it's literally like 99% or something. So the only time you're not getting it activate at level 9 is on like turn 1 when you're at full health, basically. So it's not something you have to do. And people who are free to play, right, who are not going to be able to buy these packs, a lot of people's main issue is that you can only do this stage if you buy the keys. There's no way to do it as like a free to play player. Like, say you could buy 4 keys per month, which you can, but say you could also do the stage once per month for free. Then a lot of these people are saying there wouldn't be an issue, right? Because there is at least a free-to-play way to do it, and then they've added in a paid incentive for people who want to be able to do it more times. But currently there is no way to do it unless you buy those keys. Which, I mean, I can kind of see that as a complaint for people that don't spend money on the game, but you have to remember that gacha games, and games in general, are designed to make money. Like, Dokkan is a game you download for free, and if you can put up with, you know, occasionally not getting the units that you want, not summoning on every single banner that drops, you can play the game free to play. Whereas if you buy like a AAA title like Elden Ring, you have to pay $50 to buy the game. So Dokkan you could just play for free. So as a gacha game, they always are going to put in incentives for you to spend money. So like we said, the things with like the stone pack where you get a purple stone, or the Pilaf Trove ticket packs on Global, where you not only get a bunch of tickets to summon for the new Dokkan Fest unit, but you also get like a bunch of orbs and skill orbs. Like, I constantly get shafted with my RNG for skill orbs on the rewards for Chain Battle. And so I have barely any good like skill orbs. So if one of those ticket packs comes with like a free level 4 gold additional, that's a great extra skill orb for me to add to my collection. And it is hidden behind a paywall, basically, because if you're free to play, you can't get that gold level 4 additional skill orb unless you get it from the RNG of the Chain Battle rewards. So this is not like a new thing that they're only doing here for the first time. Like, paid ways to make the game slightly easier are things that gacha games have done for a very long time. Dokkan just hasn't really done a lot of stuff exactly like this. Like, for people who play Grand Cross, when you pull a new unit and you have to awaken them up to, is it 6 stars or whatever, the first like set of awakening before you do super awakening, they put in an item that you could just buy that does that all in one go. So you don't have to farm all the materials to do each step, like the 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, etc. awakening. They put in an item that you can just buy that just does it all in one go. And that is a like pay for convenience. This is the thing. People call these kind of things pay to win. But pay to win is essentially just like pay for convenience, right? There's no PvP, so you're not competing against somebody else and therefore having an unfair advantage if you spend money in the game. But you can beat the hardest content in the game without having to get your full team to full link level 10. Like, if you have one of the 200% leads, this is for global players as well, because we're about to get the red zone. If you have one of the 200% leaders, and you're somebody that doesn't do a crazy amount of link leveling or whatever, if you can make the, you know, one of the strongest versions of those 200% teams, and your units are all like level 4, 5, and 6 or whatever links, you will be perfectly fine. You could still die, because you can still die in the red zone anyway, because it's so hard. But you're not going to fail red zone runs repeatedly just because your units aren't max links. So this is a thing that you don't need, and it's just an optional like pay to get a bit of an extra bonus, which games have been doing for ages. And obviously at the very end of it, people come down to the moral argument, like the more stuff they add in to try and encourage people to spend is going to encourage people who wouldn't spend money on the game normally to spend money, which obviously can lead some people down this road of like, you know, once you start spending a little bit of money here and there, you then spend more and more and more until it gets to the point where obviously some people, when it comes to gacha games or anything that is like loot boxes and stuff like that, some people will spend more money than they can afford, which is very bad and you should never do that. But people see these kind of things as like a gateway of getting people into paying for content. Because somebody who has been free to play for the entire lifespan of the game, they might be tempted to spend money for the first time because they want to get these link levels. Even though, like I said, you don't need to, but they might want to do that. And then that kind of person might be like, well, I've already spent money on the game now. I guess I might as well buy this like $30 sale stone pack. And then they don't pull the new unit they want. So it's like, well, I've already spent some money now, so I might as well buy the next sale pack as well and get some more stones. So there is that kind of slippery slope argument, but I mean, slippery slope is literally one of the like fallacies when it comes to argumentation and debating. So whilst it is true that some people will get drawn into spending because of stuff like this, I don't think it's a huge deal. My tweet sums it up here perfectly as far as I'm concerned. You don't need to link level, so if you don't want the keys, if you think it's bad that they're adding in a way to pay for link leveling, just don't do it. Tons of people have posted screenshots of it already. Obviously, big whales are just going to buy these because you get the stones with it as well. If it was just the keys on its own, I might have a bit more of an issue with it, but I personally still think it would be fine because it's completely optional. And then this last part that I said here is kind of important. This is the first implementation of them being put into the game. So everyone's jumping the gun, making their day one like opinions, but we don't know. They could announce in like 2 weeks' time that everybody's getting 5 keys for free every month. Now, it would be stupid to wait like 2 weeks to announce that. Maybe they do that on purpose because they want people to buy them and then they announce that they're going to be free. But we have no idea whether there are going to be these keys given out for free because the stage is locked behind using the keys and currently you can only buy them, but there's nothing to say that they won't eventually give out keys. So we just don't know until it happens, basically. So forming a huge opinion and getting really either super excited or like really bent out of shape just solely based on, you know, what we're seeing on day one, I think is a little bit of an overreaction. But you guys let me know what you think down below. If you are somebody who spends a little bit here and there, would you buy these keys? I'm assuming for whales, they're probably like an auto buy. I can tell you this right now, when they come to global, I will be buying them. And the fact that they come with the stones for basically the same price just makes it a much easier decision. Like if it was just the keys on their own, maybe I wouldn't personally, because I don't mind link level grinding. I do it when I'm at work a lot and stuff, so it's not a huge deal. Obviously for content creators, if you've got a unit that's stuck at like a couple of links left at 9 and you really want to make a full level 10 links video, then it's a bit annoying. But for most other people, if you have a unit that has like 5 of their links at 9 and yeah, even if it was 5 at 9 and 2 at 10, you're still doing good, right? You don't need those 5 links to go up to 10 in order for that unit to actually then suddenly be good in the game, right? So let me know what you guys think down below. Is it a slippery slope? Is it a huge overreaction? Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you, if all again, soon. Have a good one.